If you've been looking for a natural way to strengthen your curls, reduce breakage, and finally get your hair to where you want to be for 2026, this henna treatment might be the thing you've been missing. Today I'm trying a henna mix that completely shocked me with how smooth and easy it applied, and I'm sharing exactly why this is becoming a core part of my 2026 hair care routine. Today I'm taking you through a full henna treatment on my 3C 4A medium porosity fine hair. Strengthening my strands is a major part of my 2026 hair goals, and one of the ways I'm doing that is by using more natural Ayurvedic treatments. So this henna mask is a big step in that direction. For this treatment, I'm using henna from Proverbs, and I mix it with aloe vera juice to give it extra moisture and smoothness. I specifically chose this henna because of the quality and the ingredients. One of the standout features is the high lawson content in Proverbs Pro Strength Henna powder. Lawson is the natural dye molecule in henna that binds to the hair and is responsible for strengthening, conditioning and fortifying effects. The higher the lawson content, the more effective the treatment will be. A lot of other brands on the market don't use reputable henna sources, so you end up with products that's either weak, gritty or diluted with fillers, and that's just not something I want on my fine hair. So to save me all of the research in trying to find something that was exactly what I needed, I just went with Proverbs because I've seen so many reviews on this. I've seen the effects it has on her own hair as well. With this one, you can definitely see the instant difference. It's finely sifted, vibrant and super clean, exactly what you want if you're looking for real strengthening benefits. Once I mixed it with aloe, it turned into a really smooth, creamy like paste. I applied it in this way to make sure it wasn't too wet and messy when I was putting it on my hair. When I started applying it, I was genuinely surprised at how easy it worked into my curls. It had slip, something I honestly didn't expect, because in the past when I've used the Aztec healing clay, it was really stiff and it didn't have any slip. Amazing for detox, but not really that pleasant to apply. This henna was completely different. It melted in, coated every strand evenly and didn't fight me during the application. Since henna can stain the hands, I made sure to use gloves, but the whole process was not messy at all. It stayed exactly where I put it, no dripping, no chaos, no mess. One of the main reasons I'm incorporating henna is because of the benefits. Henna binds to the keratin in the hair, strengthening and thickening the strands over time. It helps reduce breakage, which is especially important for fine hair like mine, and it smooths the cuticle, boosts shine, and can even help give curls more definition and durability. It's truly one of those long-term cumulative treatments that makes a difference with consistency. I'm going to use henna every 6 to 8 weeks and just kind of monitor my results. As I work towards my 2026 hair goals, I'm focused on using gentler ingredients and treatments that actually support the long-term health of my curls, and this henna mask definitely fits into that plan. After applying all of this to sections of my hair, I just twisted it up and put a shower cap over to avoid any mess. Then I let it sit for about 1.5 hours as per the instructions. So I've just rinsed off the henna. This actually took a little while to do because it was just constantly in my hair and the water was running like a yellowy colour for ages and ages. But upon rinsing out, my hair did feel a little bit dry, and I am aware that henna can dry your hair out. It does say that in a lot of cases that your hair can feel dry, and it is recommended to go in with a deep conditioner after you use henna. So that is what I'm doing right about now. So the deep conditioner I'm going to be using is going to be the Algae Renew Deep Conditioning Mask Coconut and Mango Butter by Camille Rose. So I wanted to go with one that isn't obviously too protein heavy. I wanted it to be more moisturising, and that is the reason why I've gone for this one. At the minute, I've not really looked at if the henna has dyed my hair or anything, but I will have a look when everything is conditioned and rinsed out. After rinsing out the henna, the very first thing I noticed was how soft and moisturised my hair felt. I honestly expected it to feel a little stiff or dry, but it was completely the opposite. My curls felt strengthened but still flexible, like they had a nice balance of moisture and structure. As my hair started to dry a bit, I also saw this slight reddish tint that really showed up in the daylight. It wasn't dramatic, but it was definitely there, especially when the sun hit it. And the funny thing is, it even dyed a little bit of my greys this soft blondish copper colour. I actually didn't mind it at all. The whole process from mixing to applying to rinsing wasn't stressful or messy like I prepared myself for. It was smooth and easy and honestly pretty relaxing. But now I'm curious, if I'd mixed it with just water instead of aloe, I wonder if the dye release would have been stronger. Maybe next time I'll experiment and see if I get a deeper tint. Since this was my first wash day after having a silk press, I really wanted something that would help bring my curls back and strengthen my hair after going through all of that heat, and this treatment felt like it was the perfect choice. My hair feels resilient, conditioned and overall healthier, which is exactly what I was going for. Overall, I'm really happy with how the henna treatment turned out. My hair feels stronger, more moisturised, and there's a subtle fullness that I can already feel when I run my fingers through it. For this to be my first wash day after a silk press, I honestly think it was the best thing I could have done to help reinforce my strands and support my curls as they bounce back. I wasn't sure what to expect going into this, but the application overall was smooth, easy, and the results were really gentle but noticeable. The slight reddish tint, the way it softened my greys, the strength, everything just worked together in a way which makes me want to keep this in my routine. And now I'm definitely curious to experiment more. Maybe try mixing it with just water next time to see if the colour deepens or shows up even more. Going into 2026, I'm focusing a lot more on intentional, natural treatments that support long-term hair health and growth, and this henna mask perfectly fits into my routine. If my hair continues to feel like this after each treatment, I already know this is going to be part of my regular regimen. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me during this wash day. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want more natural treatment videos or if you've ever tried henna yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.